Hello. The thing people always say about my stories is, well, I was telling my friends about this yesterday. I was coming to a storytelling evening, and they all burst out laughing, and they go, James, your stories are awful. Why are you doing this to people? And it's true, because at any time I have 3 or 4 stories going on. And at the start, there's truth, they're what actually happened. But then I get bored with the story, and I start exaggerating and adding things on. So at the end, it's not so much my story, it's Woody Allen's. But this is a new story. I remembered it last night. So I haven't had time to, make it up. And it's about when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. It was a very sad story. What else? Yeah, when you're young, or when I was young, I had 3 levels of belief. I had, the belief in God, and that was up there. And then you have the belief in things that your parents tell you, Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, that sort of thing. And then you have your friends. Stuff like there's a boat that was invisible that the government made. And everybody who was on it went mad because the boat was invisible. Yeah, that was one that actually happened, but I did go around telling that to people for an embarrassingly long time. I was telling my mum about this story yesterday, and she said, I remember the time I told you Santa wasn't real. And really we had to get down to it, because James, you're so gullible that we were worried they'd start making fun of you in school. And I'm not going to tell you how old I was, but it was embarrassingly old. And I remember it, I was sitting at the table, and a lot of my friends being making fun of me. She was right. That day in school, you think Santa Claus is real. My dad says he's not, my mum says he's not. And we were playing a game called Othello. And Othello was when you have these tiles, and you're on opposite sides of the board, and you have to get your tiles, the arrows, to face all the way to the other side of the room. School game, you should buy. I'm sorry, I went out to you. I knew I'd get lost. And so I was and still am quite religious. So this was my first crisis of faith, if you will. And I do have quite similar approaches to God and to Santa Claus, I didn't ask for anything like truth or justice. I asked for things like a Ninja Turtle. And from Santa, I'd ask for And I remember being absolutely distraught. And you could feel the bottom of your stomach just give out. It was very messy. And I remember just crying, and my mum did the worst possible thing she could have done. Remember, I was extremely gullible. And she goes, James, I was lying. He is real. She tried to take it back. And I was just confused. And for the next few weeks, I just had this raging battle in my head. Was he real? Was he not? Was she lying before, or was she lying after? I still don't trust her. And then a few weeks later, I was talking about Santa Claus, and my dad just sits me down and goes, James, enough is enough. Get over it. You're 15. And you do start to question everything. Is anything true? Are we actually independent from England? I don't know. I just don't know.
We are.
Right, thanks.